Okay, par for the course today. We got sound. Oh my gosh, you guys, today has just been wonky and wild. Just another example of the energies. Thank you for being here. Welcome to our new path we're taking right now on my YouTube channel. It's called Teachings with Jesus. We are on episode 3. Uh, Welcome. I'm happy that you are here. I'm happy that you have found this video, found this space. This is all about Yeshua being able to speak through me and being able to remind us of what we are in, being able to remind us of how to navigate this spiritual battle. No other way to say it. It's a spiritual battle. And I got this really beautiful new picture of him. I wish I could show you guys. I can't because it's on that wall over there, but oh, it gives me fire. It gives me fire to charge through this battle. Um, yeah, I can't move the computer, but well, just know it's an incredible photo. It's like 5 feet tall. Anyway, welcome you guys. Please subscribe to my channel. I am going to be doing these lives completely at random. I'm not going to be scheduling these lives. Of course, they're always available for the replay. But if you do want to catch me live, subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. When we hit the like button, the algorithm goes out, and then so many more people are going to be receiving this information and the messages of Yeshua and the energy of Yeshua. There's nothing more important, in my opinion, right now than not only understanding and unpacking the spiritual battle that we've been in for 7,000 years, but also really beginning to peel back the programming around Yeshua, around Jesus, and being able to actually understand and remember why he incarnated 2,000 years ago, why he is perhaps one of the most profound and impactful people that isn't even on the planet any longer, and why there is such a force to stop his presence, his energy, his teachings, and why there's such a divide. Anyway, that's not why we're talking today, although I'm sure he will share more and more about his uh, beautiful, beautiful sacrifice and life and just him, the glory and gift of him. Uh, I hope you're well. I love you, and I'm happy to have you here. Just know that you are not alone, and that there is an out for all of this. There is a way through all of this. We are going to make it out of this, and we are going to make it out of this while we're still in it. Um, and the greatest gift is that we're not designed to do it ourselves. We're not designed to do it ourselves. Uh, we are not designed to do it ourselves. So I woke up this morning in massive amounts of overwhelm. Massive amounts, maybe not massive amounts. I woke up with a lot of weird overwhelm, funky feeling. One of the things that happens for me, at least, as I start to connect and sit with Yeshua every day, when I sit with the light of God every day, I am very aware when I am out of alignment, which just means that I'm not centered with that truth. I'm not centered in this natural state that we're designed to be. You and I are designed to be in a natural state of alignment with God. And when you're in that, it doesn't matter what's going on, right? You could still have all kinds of stuff happening in your life, but there's this feeling of like, you just feel okay. You're like, I'm good. I'm going to be okay. I'm good. I'm calm. I'm safe. Yeah, I've got bills and I've got employees that may be angry, or I've got a boss that wants me to do all these things, or my kids are acting up. But like, there's this centeredness. This is what the light of God does for us as we start bringing it back into our lives, drinking it in, breathing it in, walking with it, talking with it, asking it to help. And when you sit with Yeshua every day, it becomes more strong. It becomes more of a foundation. And so you really can feel when you're being pulled out. This has taken me months to really anchor this in. But I know when something that is not me has kind of pulled me. And that's how I felt today. I was like, oof, huh, I don't know what it is, right? It's all energetic, but something's not right. This is the spiritual battle. It's an energetic battle where it's basically a tug of war between you coming back into your natural state, aligned with the light of God, breathing it, talking with it, all of that, or the external world, the forces that be pulling you out of that because they don't want you to come back in and remember this state, your natural state, where nothing can be, uh, nothing can pull you, nothing can distract you from who you are. And so today I was like, "Oh, we got some funky stuff going on." And I was driving to get my coffee, and I was annoyed that I was feeling this way, and I could hear Jesus, and I heard him say, "Just call me in." And I when you're in that angst state or that frustration or annoyance, you don't really wanna bring Yeshua in. You don't wanna bring the light of God in. You're annoyed. It's like, "No, I've got things I gotta think about, and do I? I got stress I gotta worry about. Do I? I gotta be in this. Do I?" So I brought him in and I had him sit in the passenger seat with me. I didn't do anything. I didn't feel much. Just kind of annoyed that I was feeling this. I was frustrated. Um, and so then I came home and I sat like I always do every single day. I do my best every single day before my day starts. I sit with Yeshua for 30 minutes. And as soon as I sat down, within less than 5 minutes, I started to calm down. His energy, his presence, it's there's no words for it. It does its own thing with you. Like it's when he comes in with you and he sits with you, it's a force, it's a presence, it's a peace that just it knows how to relax you. It knows how to help you navigate the infiltration, the distortions, all of it. So, of course, I've immediately started relaxing, my body, my whole nervous system relaxed. I just came back home. And then he showed me, and this is what I want to share with you today, because this is what he showed me, and I think is important for us to understand. We have an emotional body, we have a mental body, we have a physical body, and we have a spiritual body. They're energetic. And the mental body is all about the thoughts, the emotional body is all about the emotions, the physical body is all about the way we feel, the nervous system, the aches, the pains, and then we have the spiritual body, which is where the soul resides, right? So, the external world is the external world meaning these forces and people that have been the puppets, the puppeteers, the masters up here controlling humanity. They're ensuring that we don't come back into homeostasis. And Jesus refers to homeostasis as your natural state. You are born to be in homeostasis with God, where everything's okay. Your alkaline level is balanced. And again, your homeostasis doesn't mean that everything's great in your life. Like you've got this great job and this great relationship, you have all kinds of money in the bank. That's not homeostasis. Homeostasis is alignment with God no matter what's happening in the world. It's the most empowering, beautiful experience to start having. The world wants you to think that in order to have homeostasis, you need to do all these things. You need to have this money, you need to have this relationship, you need to fix all these things about yourself, right? So we are programmed to believe that homeostasis only happens when we fix everything and when we make sure that the world is our world is good. Once I have the job, once I get the animal, once I get this, once whatever it is. And what Yeshua teaches is that homeostasis is your natural state of being. It's just you coming back into alignment. Trying to make sure that I don't know if it's connected or synced correctly. I think it is. I tried to fix it. Um, is it synced for you guys? I'm curious if it's synced. Is my voice synced? Um, So he always is talking about homeostasis, your ability to feel calm and safe and whole and complete no matter what's happening. So, what's happening right now on the planet, and you're probably experiencing this, is that there is always something to do. There's always a distraction. There's always a entertainment. There's always something to entertain us. There's always something to listen to. Um, there's always something happening that we can bring our attention to. And it lives in the illusion that it's going to help you in some way. It's going to make things better for you. But what it's doing is it's unconsciously creating a uh, anxiety, an angst in you. Okay. So it's not it doesn't happen overnight, and it's not something where you're like, "Oh my god, I'm being pulled and I'm you know, I'm now out of my equilibrium, my homeostasis, and I'm pulled into this podcast or this YouTube." It's not like that. It's very subtle. It's a very subtle rise uh in pulling, okay? But the more that you are pulled into these everything, into all of life, distraction in all levels and all layers of your life, the more you're pulled, the more you're out of alignment, out of sync. You're going this way instead of staying here. And so you can wake up with overwhelm, you can wake up with stress, with worry, with anxiety, in your body's going like this. You can have resistance and anger, and then all of a sudden you're needing these things in the external world to make sure that you can calm yourself down, and it's this loop that we find ourselves in. And so it's this tug of war. They want your life force. They want your light. They want your attention. They want you to be out there. And so, what happens when you come back, even for 5 minutes during your day, and you invite Yeshua in, and you ask Yeshua to sit with you? You ask Yeshua to sit with you. It's the more that you practice this and you get used to it, it's the greatest medicine you can take. He's here for this. It's why he's here. He's here to do this with us. And so when you say to yourself, you know what, I'm going to sit for 5 minutes, I'm going to set my phone, I'm going to move myself into stillness, and I'm going to invite Yeshua to come in and sit with me and just bring me back into homeostasis. You could literally just say, Yeshua, bring me back into homeostasis, and just breathe for 5 minutes. We're programmed to do it all. Oh, I've got to calm my mind. I've got to practice quieting my thoughts. I've got to practice stillness. I've got to practice non duality. I've got to practice oneness. I've got to practice breathing. I've got to practice. No, no, no. You don't have to practice anything. You just sit and say, Yo, Yeshua, Jesus, can you bring me back into a homeostasis? Thank you. This is our natural state. It's designed to be naturally chill. He's magic like that. Um, he's magic. He's freaking magic. So, this is what he wants us to remember. Life is the most precious gift. Life is the most precious gift. First. Second, they are trying to pull you. They're trying to pull you. Like they are trying to pull you. They're trying to pull you. That's what he just keeps saying. They're trying to pull you. They're trying to convince you something's wrong with you. They're trying to elicit anxiety and stress, worry and fear so that you keep looking out to them for what only I can give you, what only God can give you. And it's become unconscious and addictive. So we will blame our nervousness, our anxiety, our depression, our fear, our lack. We're going to blame it on things. We're going to look externally for the solutions for it all. This is all not natural. It's not natural to look out there to fix the things that they've given us to fix. They've given us the problem, and then they're giving us the solution. And all of it is external. None of it is the homeostasis, alignment with God, the pure, divine, living, breathing light of God. Yeshua, outside of all program, outside of all boxes, outside of all religion, outside of all books, outside of all stories, outside of all laws, is simply here to walk you back into alignment with God outside, God inside, so that you become a master in this spiritual battle, a warrior in this spiritual battle. And so he's always wanting us to see, get clear, bring awareness, see through the lens of this essence, this light, see through the lens of God. See what they're doing. See how they're manipulating you. See how they're pulling you out. See how they're making you believe something's wrong with you. The more that we can start seeing it as this battle, the more we can see that right now it's all about this entertainment. Keep entertaining you. Oh, you have anxiety? Here you go. Oh, you have stress? Here you go. Oh, you have fear? Here you go. Oh, you want more money? Here you go. You want more love? Here you go. The answer is stillness inside the body with the magnificent light of God. And because, my friend, we have been so programmed, doing that in the beginning is very difficult. It's almost torturous. In fact, sitting in stillness is almost impossible. Think about that for a moment. Sitting in stillness for 5 minutes has become almost impossible. I was noticing myself this morning. I was like, wow, I really don't want to sit in stillness with you. I'm trying to think of all the other things that I need to do. It's like torture right now to sit in stillness because stillness is where you find God. And they don't want you to find God. This is not a conspiracy theory. This is not a, you know, this. I'm not making this up. They don't want you to do this. They don't want you to come back in. It's not fun. It's not entertaining. They're going to do all these other things to make you think about, well, look at this thing and look at this thing. And they want you to imagine that, like, if you are going to come in and be with God, it's got to be this like magical thing. And it's got to be like you creating these these fireworks within you. And you're like elevated into these amazing, it's all nonsense. It's all distortion. It's all program. You in the simplicity of stillness with the light of God is all you need. It's all this planet needs. It will change everything. Everything. So you have to have faith that what I'm saying is true. Start practicing it and seeing if it changes your life. Because the only way you'll know if what I'm saying is true is you start practicing it. And then if you commit to it, like practice daily, I have no doubt in my mind your life will change. None. But I want you to be aware, really be aware of the programming. Like, no, I've got to go. It's got to, there's no way that just doing this is going to work. Nothing's happening. Like all the things that are going to come up in your head. It's not true. We've never done this before. We've never, it's like we're in new territory, new awareness around this whole spiritual battle. We are not designed to do it as the I, Lorie, in charge. One of the things that really kind of um, that really made a big difference in my life when I started connecting with Yeshua and listening to him and letting him lead me was growing up in a system where I was told that I was the one that was going to do it all. And the more I was with God and the more I was with Jesus, sitting there and learning and connecting and being there, the more it was quite simply just aligning with the light of God and letting this light lead me, guide me, leaning on it, inviting it, asking it. So I'm leaving you guys with this awareness, okay? That there's this tug of war right now. There is a battle for your light. There's a battle for your life force. There's a battle for your peace. There's a battle for your calm. There's a battle for your um, uh, natural state of being. There are forces out there that know exactly what they're doing. And when we start recognizing that it's not this big, fancy quantum sort of thing that we have to learn, but it's simply a tug of war. And you are being asked to pull yourself, choose the alignment with God over everything else, over and over and over as you go about and live your day and have all the things that are happening throughout your day. The spiritual battle, the warfare that's happening, the tug of war is what's pulling me out to create the stress, anxiety, worry, like what's happening? What am I looking at? What am I watching? What am I doing? Who am I with? What's happening in my life? And how often during all of that am I simply aligning with God? And what does that mean, aligning with God? It means bringing my focus, bringing my awareness to God, bringing my awareness to Yeshua, asking Yeshua to stand with me, asking Yeshua to walk with me, asking Yeshua to just be with me in this moment of stress, worry, fear, anxiety, depression. Well, Lorie, it can't be that easy. Sounds like a deep program that you've been told. Can't be that easy. Yes, it is. Well, I'm not feeling anything, Lorie. Another deep program, right? You don't need to feel anything. Just keep doing it. Just have faith that this is the path. All these thoughts that creep in are the programs keeping you, the programs for thousands of years that have been implanted into our brains, into our minds to keep us from this. So you have to keep questioning that thought. Is that a program? Geez, maybe that's the program too. Holy cow, maybe what the heck? The more you start looking at everything as like the massive spiritual battle that took place 7,000 years ago, the more you're like, OMG, timeout. Yeah, no, no. You know, I can go super quantum, right? I can talk about how frequency and energy works, how this entire planet was built, the 12th dimensional grid, how different spiritual energies come in, how they move, how UFOs come in and come out of the different dimensional fields, how our bodies can shift. I can do all of that, but none of that matters when it comes to being able to set ourselves free and liberate ourselves from the spiritual battle. None of it matters if I'm not liberated out of the spiritual battle, which means that I'm still stuck in this prison that they've created, which means I am out of alignment with the light of God, which means I'm stressed and worried and depressed and anxious and in lack. These are all not natural. We believe they're natural, they're not. And so as everything's unraveling on the planet, all of this this chaos, all of the evil that we're seeing, all of the theories around this happening or that happening, pay attention that that's all information and great. Hallelujah that we're learning this. But if we are not coming back into this alignment all day long and looking at the actual spiritual battle, what's pulling me? Why am I believing that? Is what I'm believing making me doubt alignment with God? Does that seem normal? Does it seem normal that you believe that you can ask all these people, the doctors, the spiritual, the hypnotists, the psychics, the naturopaths, you'll ask, the astrologers, you'll ask all these people for help. That's not disempowering. But the moment I say to you, ask Jesus for help or ask God for help, all of a sudden that becomes disempowering. All of a sudden, why would I give my power away? I have everything I need. That is a massive, massive program that has been placed on this planet so that we don't surrender completely everything to this prompt, like omnipresent light that's coming in. And we say, come in more, come in louder, more light, more God, more God, more God, more God, more God, more God. We don't realize the most spiritual, awake, enlightened humans don't realize how infiltrated this entire planet is. And so it's this, as you're being pulled, as you're waking up with stress and anxiety and worry and trying to fight these physical pains and emotional pains and everything that you're trying to fight, you're not designed to fight it. You were never designed to fight it. You were designed to remember the power of God's light coming back into your body and healing you back to your natural state, your homeostasis. This is what Yeshua taught. This is the foundation of his teachings. Truly. If you follow him, you will find yourself back into the truth, back into life, the way it's designed to live, back into the way. You will find the kingdom of heaven inside of you when you start to understand what has been pulling you out of that your entire life. And the more that we try to stay in control of it all, that is what they want. If you're staying in control and doing it all, that's what they want. Because you're not actually allowing the alignment of God to come in and take over. The way we align back in with God is that we start practicing and learning how to let God, this omnipresent light, take over. They want us to keep being in charge because we aren't aligning with God that way. If we're in charge of doing it all, we are not in alignment with God. When we are in alignment with God, we start recognizing, oh, there is a bigger force here that's working through me, with me, as me. I'm going to start leaning on it, asking it, inviting it, trusting it. They don't want you to do that. So they're going to convince you that you're the one that needs to do it all, that you are this thing, that I am God, I'm in charge, I'm the creator. That's the ego. That's the persona and personality playing in the idea that they are. It's what holds us back. It's a big program. It takes a lot of humble pie to say, "Ha, oh, yoy, yoy." Okay, maybe. We try this out. Ouch, this is uncomfortable. I don't know if I want to hand it all over. Just start practicing little things you're going to hand over. Yeshua is the most incredible human that's not human on the planet anymore, but is still on the planet doing the most miraculous things for humanity. He's going to change this whole world. He's going to change this whole world. And the sad thing is that there's been such a corruption with his messaging and teachings. A lot of corruption, a lot of misunderstanding, and a lot of trauma has happened to a lot of you in the church. It's so sad because those of you that have had a lot of trauma from your upbringing, that was never Jesus. So you ask people like, "Do you believe in Jesus?" And they'll be like, "Absolutely not." It's because they just have never met him, or who they thought that was Jesus wasn't Jesus. It was the program, right? And so it was man that created the trauma you have, not Jesus. Jesus is not found in any of that trauma. It's impossible for him to create trauma for someone. It's impossible for him to create anything that is other than a complete and utter awe of love. When you are in the presence of Jesus, you're f- jaw dropped. It's it doesn't change. It doesn't fluctuate. It's consistent. So the system of religion has created a lot of trauma for people, and so there is a resistance to Jesus, and it's unfortunate because that's was never him, never. And his wish, I believe, it's why we're writing this book together, is to break that so that people start to really understand who he is on this planet right now, what he's trying to do for the entire planet, the commitment that he's holding. It's profound. It's like literally so profound. There's nothing else like it. It's wild. All right, you guys, that is all I wanted to share with you today. Lean in, lean on God, lean on Yeshua, invite him in, sit with him 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Just say, Jesus, bring me back to homeostasis. Do nothing. Do not try to do it. Do not try to see him. Do not try to hear him. Do not try to feel him. Just know that when you invite him in, he is right there. He does it all. What you are practicing, if there is a practice, is you trusting, having absolute faith that when you say, Yeshua, come in, bring me back to homeostasis, it happens. Just do that. Just trust that, believe that, have faith in that. And listen to your thoughts, okay? Because that's the program. Listen to every single thought you have as you sit with him, as you bring him in. Every single thought you have that pulls you from that convinces you otherwise is the program. It's the forces that are like, ha, follow me, trust me, don't listen. It's not happening. It's not working. It's all nonsense. That's the program wanting you away from your divine nature. It wants you away from God. It wants you away from the truth. It wants you away from the truth and the way, the life and the light. It wants you away from it. So it's going to put all these thoughts in you. There is a reason why this one individual, this one person is more divisive, more well known, has done more miracles, defied logic 2,000 years later, more than any other name that has ever existed in our monopoly game of life. There's a reason for that. And outside of all the programming, distortion, and debauchery with him. He is purely a reflection of who we are, an aspect of God, waking up out of the spiritual battle that has been placed on humanity for 7,000 years so that we can be liberated, set free, and finally live our true divine nature. That's Jesus. All right, you guys, I love you. And thanks for being here. Don't forget to subscribe, because then you will know when I'm going live. And I'm going to be going live a lot. A lot. Yeshua just wants to teach more and more and more. He's so excited. He uses everybody if he can, but he'll use people, he'll use atheists, he'll use Muslims, he'll use Christians, he'll use non-religious people, he'll use everyone. He'll use any religion, he'll use Buddhists, he'll use whoever he can. He doesn't care. He just wants to walk humanity home to their divine nature. He wants to liberate man. Jesus is God. Yes, sirree, he is. Anyway, you guys, thanks for being here. I'll see you for the next episode. Who knows? Maybe it will be tomorrow. And yeah, we'll just keep sharing more and more. There's so much to unpack with Jesus, so much to unpack with his teachings, so much to just, there's so much. There's so much. A lot of questions you guys have. We'll do Q&As to answer some of the questions. And yeah, go listen to the 10-minute video I just put up, sitting with Yeshua for 10 minutes. If you've never really sat with him, you're not sure if this is real, you're kind of just curious, go ahead and try out that 10-minute practice. I mean, we're going to do more and more and more. Maybe you'll feel something, maybe you won't. Um, and maybe if anything, you just get aware of the thoughts that are pulling you, the infiltrated thoughts. But yeah, really happy to be doing this. Really happy to be on the planet with you guys. You're not getting the notifications. Do you have the little arrow, the little arrow button clicked? Or no, the bell? You have to click the little bell so that you get notified. Um, yeah, that's weird. I don't know. Lots of weird stuff. My YouTube channel has been very, very, very strange for years. So who knows? All right, you guys, I love you.